What's the worst thing a person has said to you while on a date? I don't mind that you're, you know. Waves hand vaguely at my body. I can tell you're an only child because you have major personality flaws. It wasn't what was said, but what was not said, because her face was buried in her phone screen the whole evening. She was shocked when I told her that we would not be going out again. First date, I order a mocktail and he says, "I'm not going to pay for your drinks unless there's alcohol in them." On a date with my wife, 12 years in. "I don't think I love you anymore." Out of the blue. First date from a dating app. I could tell he was maybe a touch too desperate based on the texts we exchanged. However, he was also whip smart and almost finished with grad school, so I still agreed to go out. We didn't have a spark, which I noticed immediately. On the other hand, he was oblivious to it. No big deal. Then, he suggests a walk after dinner. I agree like an idiot. On that walk he proceeds to tell me that his ex-girlfriend cheated on him, that he thinks he'll always love her, even though she cheated on him with his best friend, and she gave him an STD. And the worst thing I ever heard on a date was, "But don't worry, it's one of the ones that clears up on its own." Nope. You know that cancer is a hoax perpetuated by Big Pharma and the government preying on the uneducated, right? He says to me, a cancer survivor whose life was fucking derailed by cancer. It was all going really well until she saw a group of people with various disabilities when we were going for a walk and proceeded to tell me how, while she had nothing against the disabled, they made her physically ill because of how messed up they are, and she wished there were limits on how much they could be out in public. I told her, as a person with an invisible disability of my own, that she made my skin crawl and that she should be limited on how much she can be in public. There was obviously no second date. A lot of people think my brother is gay. But he's not. I know. I've seen his penis a few times. And he's not gay. His penis doesn't look gay. I mean, he got hard. I paraphrased. The girl saying it was 18 and her brother was 25-ish. Mega religious family. "So, aren't you going to invite me to your place? I bought you lunch. You kind of owe me from a guy I met once and had breath so bad I am surprised it didn't melt the fork." I told him I would like to just pay for myself and he pay for himself so I don't feel uncomfortable ordering what I want. Fine. He dislikes every option we had to eat out except the one place I don't like. Whatever, I'll deal with it. We go, he orders seafood and several cups of wine. The check comes eventually and he stares at it and says, "So you're paying?" I didn't bring my wallet. I was instantly pissed off. On the way back to his house, I parked my car there and then we carpooled together to the restaurant. He stops at a Arby's and asks if I want anything and I said no, then proceeds to bust out his FKN wallet and pay for his meal. Heated. Then he blew up my phone when I didn't want to go on another date and didn't respond back with, "Well, it's your loss." Edit. I'd like to change my answer. It was 10 years ago, I was extremely drunk and me and this date I had were playing a drinking game in a group of my friends and roommate. He said, "Never have I ever molested my sister," then took a drink. My roommate physically threw him out of our apartment and I passed out on my couch. Wow, my boyfriend would love this place. Edit. This was about 25 years ago. I'm very happily married, obviously to a different woman, and things are awesome. But to all you folks getting stuck with bad dates, I see you and I wish you the best. He got angry when I said I did not want to go further than kissing and denied him putting his hand under my shirt. His argument, "I have a relationship with your whole body. Not just your head." After ordering a really expensive meal and drink, after I had offered to buy dinner. Plate, $50. Drink, $25. Like holy shit. I will admit I went with it until. "I want to date someone like you but not you, I was going to tell you earlier but I was hungry. Then she went and made plans with another dude for after our meal. I went to the bathroom and then snuck out when our food was brought. I dunno how she paid for that because I ordered something equally as expensive. I know you can't force attraction, but fuck you bitch. I blocked her as I left. We had a fun night having a personal date and then we pull up to his house for his birthday party, where I'm about to meet his family for the first time. He turns to me and says, "Oh BTW, my parents don't like Mexicans. I am Mexican." It wasn't so much what he said to me as much as the fact he tried to trade me to someone for cocaine. That person then looked me up and down and said, "Nah, but I'll take her for a bump of meth." My date considered it. I got out of there. I was just like, nope, nope, don't call me, and I backed out of the restaurant because I didn't want to turn my back on either of them. Stop pulling away when I try to kiss you because people are looking and it makes me seem rapey. Wistfully after 2 wines. God, you are so amazing, such a shame you look like that. Ask me the worst crime I'd commit if I would get away with it. I said steal a few million from a bank. They said they'd Dahmer someone. You're